We're back. Vancouver local radio show. We started that off with Skylar White from Do It for the Dinosaurs. Guys I got in studio right here.
Yeah.
Dope track about a fucked up bitch.
yes, it is.
Then we played Get Wild. That's another one of my favorites.
Wild?
Yeah, I like that one. That's got
Jordan's
some
favorite.
sweet fucking guitar work, dude. Good job, bro. After that, we played some Knothead, The Laughter, my bro Knothead. Good guy right here, local in Vancouver. And we played some This Chronic from MC Reason. Good bud smoking song. And we finished it off with You Ought to Know by international battle rap superstar, Mr. Dirtbag Dan. And we had him on the line, but I think he's calling back. There he is. Hey, is this Dan?
Yeah, this is he. What up?
What up, Mr. Dirtbag Dan? How you doing tonight?
Good, man. Chilling. What's good?
Nice. Oh, we just played one of your tracks. We played that one with the Billy Joel sample. You Ought to Know.
Oh,
You
ought to know. Yeah, that's a random track. That actually, fun little fact. That is on no album of mine.
Because it'll give you a heart attack, yak, 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 if you put it on your album.
Tyler G made the beat, and I think I did that song as a single before the No Can Do battle and released it with that one, but it never ended up going on the album.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, I was telling him about your DJ, the guys in the studio in here, and about how sick your DJ is and like the old school groove he has. And right at the end of that song, he goes in the scratching, and they all kind of pop their headphones on, all listening to him. But yeah, tight shit.
Is he the killer, man? He's a monster. He's one of those. Like Bay Area super ninja Asian DJ dudes who like grew up going to the Iron Circle and watching Qbert and those guys go nuts. So he's a very battle oriented DJ, which works great with me.
Well, I was gonna say monster. I'm like, no, he's a tiny little Asian dude. But yeah, he's vicious when he gets behind the turntables.
Hey, monsters can be small.
Exactly.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, being legit, I actually sat down last night and wrote up questions to ask you instead of like before when I had call-in guests, and he's like, "Dude, what's up?" I mean, yeah. So I was wondering, what's the most memorable battle you've ever battled in, Mr. Dirtbag Man?
You know what? I gotta say, when you ask questions like that, I was just like, whatever first comes to mind. And right when you said that, I think the Tiger Tie battle is the one that I thought of right off the bat. It was just really weird. Dirt Nasty, I don't know if you know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
Rex from like the scary movies. He was me and him and Andre Legacy, both to Sacramento, and he went to dinner with his parents and then came back, and then the three of us met up with like Fox and Sazu and like 50 other kids just in front of our hotel. We're like, where are we going to battle? Well, let's go to the parking lot next door. So we walked like 50 kids in Sacramento, and us walked and just circled up in a parking lot and did that battle, and then Sazu versus Andre Legacy, which is super funny and super slept on. But it was just old school, circle up in a parking lot. The atmosphere was right. It was very strange and memorable, and all that good stuff.
I bet, dude. I watched that. I know you know all about it because you were there kind of hosting it, but the Frank Stacks and El Money against the Andy Milonakis and Dirt Nasty shit. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever
It's crazy because people are always like, was that staged? And like, the answer is definitely yes and no to that one. Because
right.
There are certain like elements of that battle that you couldn't plan,
well,
like no matter what.
Dude, is what cracks me up about that battle is like Andy Milonakis is just straight up being the biggest racist fuck he can. you know, with all the Italian shit. And Dirt Nasty's just like on the down low, and then like we're chilling with ninjas. It's like, what the fuck you say? What'd you call me? And fucking yeah, I'm like, oh, classic, dude. That was some good shit. Totally.
It's a total. That was like, it was right at the point where we all started kind of like screwing around. We're like, what can we do next? You know, we all these matchups had been put together, and that was right before the Fresh Coast kind of went into our like 1.5-2 year slump where we didn't have anything go on out here, and then now we're back. It looks like, so that's good.
Nice, that's tight. What's like the toughest place or scariest place or whatever? Like when you went and battled, it wasn't one of yours, but I watched this one battle where this poor fucker went. He was a little skinny white guy, and he was definitely in a predominantly black area, and they didn't really appreciate his battling, and it looked like the dude was going to get fucking killed at the end of the battle. And have you ever been in a situation like that or anything?
Yeah, Hawaii. Ironically,
you were a Hawaii.
Hawaii is a very, for people who like have been to islands before and like know people who live out there. They're not big on white folks out there for the most part, and the battle scene out there is all local kids. It's actually, the name of the league is the Angry Locals, which is, and it goes back to some old like surfing, like, you know, if you ain't local, you don't surf here, or you get your ass kicked shit. And like, they have a very locals only attitude. And there were basically like, the guy I was battling, Osna, super Filipino island kid, a lot of swag. He's a good kid too. He was on some like, he said, I'm from Aliamahu. It doesn't matter what you say, we're all gonna mob you. And the whole fucking audience was all, "Wachee-hoo!" like hella loud, and it was so scary. And I realized the only person I was there with was Everybody Knows. And if it doesn't know what Everybody Knows is, he's like a little 4.5 foot Asian dude. So he wasn't protecting me from nobody. You know what I mean? It was me and all these crazy islanders of all different shapes and sizes. Some of them were clearly like MMA dudes, cauliflower ear. And I was just like, okay, all right, I better be funny or these guys are going to stomp me out in the parking lot.
Yeah, I that's when I met you, is when you were on tour with EK, and he's not a big guy at all.
Yeah, it's me and him, right? So me and EK and all these crazy island dudes. And it was the most hostile atmosphere. Even in the Philippines, where I had like got death threats before I went there, just on some like randomness, because there was so much kind of like publicity involved in me going out there the first time. Even there, it was everyone was just showing a lot of love, and mostly that's the case. You know what I mean? Even in Hawaii, they showed a lot of love after the battle, but they had to make me feel like there was a chance that if I said the wrong thing, I would have got fucked up, and it happened. You know?
Well, don't say the wrong thing; you'd be all right, I guess.
It's hard to win a battle with that in your head.
Being the nice guy. Thing. Nice guys don't win battles.
Yeah, fuck no.
Hey,
exactly.
What's coming up with? You got any new music you're working on or anything? Are you sticking to getting back into the battling? Or?
I've been grinding on an album for the last 6-7 months, and I put a lot of things in front of myself. I did a tour in Japan in September, October, and then I had a battle, and I was just stacking too much on the plate. But I kind of like wiped the slate clean and have just been focusing on getting this album done, and then I'm going to be on tour a lot. I'm going to be on tour with Lush and Cadillac Ron and Lucky I Am in like the Southwest United States, and then I don't know if you guys are familiar with an artist named Kung Fu Vampire.
Oh yeah,
he's actually from where I'm from,
San Jose.
And,
I booked Kung Fu Vampire in Vancouver. Dirtbag Dan.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was
small world.
The biggest artist I've ever worked with. We actually had a pretty tight show for him. There was a bunch of drama beforehand. One of the local promoters was ripping down all my fucking flyers off the. I put up $100 worth of flyers all around town, and those fuckers went out and ripped them all down. But we still had a good time, and he had a good time.
He puts on a hell of a show, right?
Oh, it was fucking incredible, dude. Fucking incredible. That was my next question,
I'm
too.
I'm going to be on tour with him. Too.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be on tour with him this summer. I'm not. There's another artist on the tour too. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a label guy with a little clout. So it'll be cool. It's a good opportunity for me to kind of go out there and get my feet wet as an artist instead of having to be like, prize fighter all the time.
Right. I saw he just dropped a new video, and he's got another one he's actually working on now, it looks like, and working up to that tour, so should be a good time. So is that coming? You guys coming to the Northwest at all, Portland area?
Most definitely, man. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing the North Run all the way up to Vancouver and doing Canada in the summer. Nice. And I know, Port Townsend, we had so much fun in both independently, and that's a place that we definitely would want to hook up with the homies Knothead out there, and always stop by if we're, you know what I mean. And then Portland is I used to go to Portland to skate Burnside when I was a kid. So every time I get an opportunity to play out there, you know what I mean, I take advantage.
Nice. I got a local hip-hop guy around here that hooks up a lot of fat hip-hop shows. If you ever want to do anything in Vancouver when you're coming through, let me know.
I guarantee you that that's the dude. The beauty of all this is this is the one time that I don't have to be like the guy on the phone calling everybody. But Kung Fu's got, you know, his booking dude, and
nice.
He's on it, and I guarantee you it's the dude that he's calling. You know what I mean? Kung Fu's good about that stuff.
Awesome. Well, where can people find your shit? Where do you want them to go to find your shit?
DirtbagDanShow.com is where you can really find everything. We do a podcast called The Dirtbag Dan Show where we, myself and then another well-known battle rapper, Caustic, Skylar G, who makes, and then we have a lot of guests come in like Cadillac Ron and Lush One and Disaster and whoever we get in studio. And we talk about battles. We do an episode every 2 weeks. That's like the home for that. It's on YouTube and you know, but dirtbagdanshow.com, you go there, you can see the podcast, you could see my music videos, you could download free music, you got links to the Bandcamp and to our iTunes and everything else. And then Dirtbag Dan 408 on Twitter and Instagram.
Awesome. Yeah, I watched a couple of those episodes. Cool show. And, well, right on. We're gonna, by the way, I just wanted to throw this in, just cause I read all the comments and I watched the battle and everything, but, fuck 360. That dude's a cunt, and all the Australians are cunts. You know what I mean? You fucking won that battle, dude.
That dude really almost got into it too. But I like 60. He's going through some changes right now as a dude. I just read some article about him being like ashamed of the homophobia that he displayed himself in battles, and I thought that was kind of both really cool of him and really lame of him at the same time to do. So he's going through it.
Those Australians, dude, they're just stuck at, you read the threads on that video, it's just ruthless. They're just like fucking, he's fucking cunt, you cunt, Dirtbag Dan's a cunt. It's like, dude, Dirtbag Dan owned that dude. I didn't see him fucking win a fucking verse 1, you know? I mean, it was like, I don't know.
What do you expect?
It was, that one was rough, I would say, mainly because, there was 2, Australian, and I gotta just say cunts because it's appropriate, ladies. They were standing there on the side, and they were, like, screaming at me the whole time I was going, and I was like, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah, dude, I definitely, yeah. That was one of my favorite ones to watch, and, yeah, like I say, you destroyed the dude. I thought it was good.
Hey, you win some, you lose some, but as long as you're entertaining, then everybody else won, and that's, I'm trying to go out there and put on a show every single time. I'm not going to win all of them, I realize that, but, I better go out there and put on a show. Hell, that's what they pay me for.
Awesome. Well, next time you come to town, I ain't going to get so shit-faced drunk I pass out and miss your set.
Oh, bro. Well, hey, I'm telling you, I'm coming back. I promise you, you will see me live doing some music with Kung Fu Vampire sometime this summer. I'm not sure in the exact dates on the Northwest, but I've seen it. I've seen Portland on there. I've seen Port Townsend on there. I've seen Vancouver on there on the list of places we're going. So
awesome.
I'll be there, man.
Fuck yeah. Well, what do you want me to play? We Hustle or you want me to play Bundy? Because I got them both queued up.
Oh, do We Hustle. I love that one. That's my jammy jam, and that's got my Bay Area homies Equipto and Z-Man on that one.
Well, we'll play that. You have a good night, Dan. Thank you so much for calling. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you when you come into town.
Hey, I'll definitely see you. Thanks for having me, and thanks for everybody who's listening out there. Hit me up on Twitter, DirtbagDan408. Always entertaining, I promise.
Thanks, Dan.
Lie.
fuck. Beside these fucking bitches. Man, motherfuckers are picking buckets out your eyes, you know what I'm saying? See the motherfucker. Shit.